Alright fellas, so we have been making a small amount of progress on the RB25 DE. You'll be noticing that it is looking a shitload better than it was probably the last time you've seen it. You'll see that I have polished covers over there. They're actually just got a clear coat, a clear on them at the moment. They're drying. We have painted the exhaust manifold, which will obviously be going back on it. She's looking bloody spick. And just generally trying to do as much as we can in the small amount of time that we've got. We finally have moved into this house now, so that's been a bit of a saga. For a long time, for the last probably 2 months, I kind of had this place sort of set up, like the shed sort of set up, and we're still trying to move everything, trying to get the house finished, renovations upstairs and everything. And that kind of all came to an end. Well, it never comes to an end when you're renovating a house, but it became to a point where it's livable, so we're in now. And obviously that takes priority. Got to get the boss off the back, you know, an old ball and chain. Got to keep her happy. She helps make this all possible, so that's what we've been doing. We have got we've got one of the spare gearboxes out of, I want to say storage, but it was really just the garden shed. So I've just put a new seal, new bloody rare gearbox seal in there. I have been doing little bits and pieces, as I said, filming little bits and pieces where I can as well. So I'll just randomly put a bloody montage of shit, throw that at your face. So I'll whack that in here now, and you can see what I've been doing. So there you go. I'm not all shit. I have been doing a bunch of stuff on it. So anywho, we're at a point now where I'm kind of hesitant to put the manifold back on, but I need to, so I can lift the motor up and put it on the tyre, take the auto spigot bush out, and then put the manual one in and try and start bolting up a gearbox, do the mounts. I've had a bunch of parts turn up. I've also started raiding parts from the red car, so I did say before that the priorities have changed and that this is going to be the new sort of goal to get this running. And I'm still pretty keen on selling it, I think. So when I do list this, there'll really be a full build series on it. I do want to buy another street car, so not going to give anything else away, but it'll probably be another R32. You heard it here first. I think this has been dry for ages now. I might bolt this back up and put this on there, put it on the tyre, see if I can get this auto spigot bush out. And maybe we'll give that a home. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Oh my fucking God. I nearly jinxed myself as well and said, maybe these NA RBs don't get as hot because they don't seem to snap the manifold studs as easily. But no. Sure enough. Snapped one. So out she comes. I saved the exciting part for last. It's probably gonna make a fool of me now. Oh, you bitch, I had it too. This is what you get for trying to film and be cocky about it. Got the dog. Turns out you need 2 hands. But anywho, pretty sure I've got spare studs, so. Alright, try that again. She's not a full length guy. Oh, where are we? Here we are. But I believe it's a manifold stud, but I measured it up on the manifold. She looks like she should be good, so. Bloody hell. We'll try that again, eh? Well, bugger me, that got out of hand pretty quickly. I decided that I needed the sandwich plate off the RB20 in the red car, and I thought, shit, the motor needs to come out anyway, I might as well just take it out. And then you would have just seen my battle there. But surprisingly, I've got two cars, well, that's not surprising at all, that I've got two cars with no motors, but I managed to pull out two motors while having two cars in the shed, which to me that's pretty sick. Because before it was like you had to back the car halfway out into the driveway and you had to shag around, and it was just a mish, and the roof wasn't even that low. So that's what we have anyway. We have the RB20 block out there. That's going to be getting the new piston in it at some point, but we do have our bits and pieces down here that we needed, and we've also made a bit of a mess. That's all good, that's whatever, you're gonna get that. But it is a little bit annoying with these floors that you have to clean them up pretty quickly. So now I'm gonna do that, I'll push the car up and I'll give that a bit of a tidy up and see how we're looking. Here we go, looking a bit better there now. Excuse the red marks on the floor. Not quite sure if I'm ready to talk about that yet, but I'll let you know anyway. Epoxy floors and petrol, not a good mix. Yeah, so basically I fucked the floor there. That was like the first job when I pulled the head off the car. Spilled a bunch of petrol. Didn't actually realise that that much petrol had gone on the ground. And now it's stained, so just a little reminder there. And also now why I take extra good care of cleaning the floors, which is a little bit annoying because it's a bloody shed. You don't fucking care about cleaning the floors. But on to the next job. We're getting this auto spigot bush out, which isn't going that well. So I tried the bread trick, which I think is an absolute load of bullshit. Yeah, basically stuff that dog with bread, and then that wasn't absolutely doing nothing. So now I'm gonna try and die grind it out. I think I've got a mini grinding disc here that should be about right if I can get the most of the guts out of it. I reckon I could like maybe chisel it and it'll break and then I can take it out. Don't really know what I'm doing, like most things, but we learn as we go, so crack on with that, see how that goes. It's getting real late, probably won't go for much longer, but see what happens.
Damn, that went on for far too long before finally realizing that I had a MIG welder and a pry bar. So 10 minutes all of, after shaking around with a shitty little die grinder for fucking couple of hours, but that's out. So now I was going to get the manual bush that slides inside the crank, which is very tight. So I think the trick there is to maybe put it in the freezer for a few hours. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that's for another day. I'm probably going to leave it there now, but that's pretty much the RB25 all somewhat ready to go in to said car. We've got the boxes over there. I've just been taking out a clutch fork and a few other little bits and pieces from another gearbox to make this one work, and then we should be good to slap it all together. Put the clutch and the flywheel on and line that all up, and then yeah, brake booster and bits and pieces back in the car. But that'll be in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching me struggle, battle away here on these couple of dogs. But yeah, cheers for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.